It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Atlanta Braves. Nothing better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first 2 games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill, Sierra Williams.
She's very unique for one clear reason, Boog, and that's because she throws a screwball, a legit screwball. It's not just a two-seam fastball that has run. And pretty much no one throws a true screwball in this game anymore, but she does, and she actually can be really effective with the pitch. It kind of breaks like a slider, but it moves to the pitcher's arm side instead of the glove side. You know, I'm really excited to see it in action because I've heard it is devastating.
Byron Buxton, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And a strike on the outside edge.
What a season it's been for the rookie. She's done so much for her team, both pitching and hitting, and now she's on the mound in a World Series game. What a ride it's been for her. We wondered if she would have enough endurance to pitch this late into the season, but so much for those concerns. She's grinding with her team to the very end.
He steps on the bag, and an easy out to start the game. Yandy Diaz now. Diaz, a former All-Star, 33 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. Hit in the air, right field. Acuna on the run. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away now.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Royce Lewis now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. 2 out, space is empty. And a big swing and a miss. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. World Series Game 3. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. Williams back to work. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. On to first. One out in second. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Now Correa up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. There's a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Caught him looking for the K. Two outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And she's registered 3 Ks in this one. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. One down. Sierra Williams. Next up for the Braves.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And first offering is fouled off. Williams was again named Rookie of the Month. Clearly a cut above the rest of the rookie class. Swung on, belted. Back there. See you later. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Back at Truist Park, leading off, Trevor Larnach. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. In for a strike, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for her on the bump today. And next for Minnesota, Michael Massey. In the dirt, ball 1. One down, base is empty. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. That one missed.
2-2, yep.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. So here's Bader now. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Bader with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, but it kicks foul. Two down, nobody on. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And she strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Braves 5 and the Twins nothing. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. That one catches the corner for a strike. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Outside corner, got him looking.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. She's looking very much on her game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so she's got a good pace going, no doubt. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, 1 away here in Game 3 of the World Series. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, she's had a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control of command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break her rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit. Get her off the mound, move her around, step out, do something to interrupt her timing because she's coming right after her.
There's a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase.
And that's a strikeout looking. And she strikes out the side for the 4th time today. Twins retired in short order. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Runner on at third, 1 gone.
Designated hitter, Sierra Williams.
There for the out. Runner scores from third. World Series Game 3. And now, Matt Wallner.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Williams back to work. On the ground to third. Throw on to Olsen, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here comes Carlos Correa. The shortstop takes the ball.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
The Twins hitless so far in the game. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Harris makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
She's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The pitch timer expired before she started her windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And 1 and 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And down on strikes. And that K brings her into double digits for the game. So 5 perfect innings in the books. Braves 6 and the Twins nothing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's going to be Trevor Larnach. And that's in for a strike.
Well, these Twins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner.
That's the 3rd. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
So digging in, Michael Massey. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
And that is out of play.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him looking. And she keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Now batter, the designated hitter.
And now Bader up to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In there, and it's 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level pitcher like this.
And a foul ball. Two outs. Outside low. And that is ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So she's perfect through 6. Braves 6, and the Twins nothing. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Here comes a pitch. And that drops in for a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. Swinging a ground ball, and it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball So man aboard. So up next for Minnesota, Yandy Diaz. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's going to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
On the ground to third. Gets to it with a slide. Not in time. He's safe. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Here's Royce Lewis.
The third baseman, Royce Lewis.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
1 out and a runner at second here in the late stages of Game 3. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, she had him fooled.
Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. That misses, and that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down, here in Game 3 of the World Series. Swing and a base hit. Here comes Buxton flying around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1. So a man at first. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Wallner off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Struck him out looking. A run on 2 hits and they lead 1. 7th inning stretch time. Braves 6 and the Twins 1.
Now pitching for.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Cole Sands.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Leading up for the Braves.
Sands, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. That one misses. 1-0.
You know, these
Counts
Braves
1-0.
digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And she hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Dylan Lee takes over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. Johnson is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
All this team needs is 1 more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
So singing as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.